Not me popping my in. Let me slow down. Not me popping myself in slowly. But that's besides the point. I'm so excited, y'all. For real, for real. Let me share this live real quick. Let me share it. Ooh, Lord Jesus. But what's poppin'? What's poppin'? It's your girl, Rika Nadine, okay? Girl, honey. God, I'm telling y'all, God is developing this voice to sing to the nations. Y'all not ready? Honey, the longer I hold it, the better it's looking. But anyway, I'm super excited for this exclusive interview, honey. I'm going to get the tea, and that's on period. Y'all know I'm mad nosy. First and foremost, welcome. Make sure you tag, like, and share, because why not? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm tagging people. And for those who are watching the replay, hey, what's poppin'? Oh, what's good? Oh, what's up? But no, for real. We're live on Facebook, 7 Tribe Media page, and YouTube. So if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you smash that notification bell and make sure you subscribe, because why not? What you doing anyway? You on my stuff anyway, so you might as well subscribe. So I have a very exclusive interview. Literally, I'm like, I DM'd her. I was like, I want you on my show. She was like, okay, let's make it happen. And we love a connection like that. Like, let's make it happen. So yeah, I'm super excited. So without further ado, we got songwriter, singer, producer at this point. No, we got songwriter. Let me go to the. Let me act good. We got American Christian R&B and urban contemporary gospel artist and musician. She started her music career in 2009. I was about to say 2019, but no, 2009 with the release of her EP entitled Focus. Honey, we about to get the tea. She just dropped a single maybe a few months ago. I'm gonna say a few months ago. Entitled Ghosts. And if you don't know now, you need to go check it out right now, because everybody's been ghosted. There's no way, like, you're dating. Well, some people may not. If you're not dating in 2022, I'm sure you haven't been ghosted. But I'm sure you have known somebody who has, or maybe you've experienced, further down the road. Who knows? But let's bring Miss J in, people!
Yeah.
What's poppin'?
Everything's popping. Let's do it.
I'm super excited. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the song Ghosts. Give me the tea. What was the writing process like? What was the studio process like? Give me the tea.
Okay, well, for those that don't know me, my name is Jay, and you spell it Jai, and a period. And you pronounce it J, not Jai, because a lot of people be messing it up. Stop messing it up. But it's Jay. And I've been in the music industry. Like you said, I released my first EP back in 2019. But since then, I've released so much other music. I've released so much music with people like Lecrae, T.R.U.T.H. I used to sing backgrounds for Mary, Donnie McClurkin, just all these amazing people. Yeah. And so,
resume.
Yeah, resume, full credentials. Okay. Top tier. Okay.
Right.
Not new to this, true to this.
Right. Period.
So yeah, like I hadn't put up music out in a while because I was married for almost 20 years, 19 years. I was married. And then I found out that my ex was having an affair. And while we were doing ministry and stuff together, because I've worked for Joyce Meyer for the past 10 years. So I do a podcast with her called Talk It Out. And we just reached like 10 million download or 10 million subscribers to the podcast. And then the show also is on her show Enjoying Everyday Life, that's on 2/3 of the world and in over 100 languages. So I've been working with Joyce for a long time, and to find that out in the middle of ministry was just like devastating. And as a Christian woman, I was taught that this is what I was taught. I was taught that if somebody gets cheated on, and I was a virgin until I was married too. Let's keep this. Let's just say this. I kept it to clankety up until
Like,
I was
like,
clankety. But I grant you, I was only married. I got married when I was 20. Now I didn't know. I thought that was mature age, but I didn't. Looking back now, of course, I know it's young because my daughter is 19, and so I remember finding out about it. And when I was taught in church was that if you find out that your spouse is cheating, that you will have the right to decide if you stay or leave. Right? Like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, cool. We're going to work this thing out. We're going to figure this out. Like, and I was willing to thug it out. Well, this man left me on Valentine's Day.
Not Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
The audacity.
He cheated on me with my friend's wife and left me when I found out. He ain't tell me. He left me when I found out. Yeah. So, and I have to be transparent about it because I didn't have a lot of people that were transparent about it when I was going through it. And I needed real life people, right? I needed somebody to tell me like, yeah, girl, I went through this as a Christian woman and I still felt like busting out windows and slashing tires. I needed somebody to tell me that. You know, like there aren't a lot of examples out there that allowed me to even be human through this process. So anyways, he left me, but not only did he leave me, I was disappointed in the church because I was a worship pastor, not for Joyce. It's another church. I was a worship pastor at a church of like 20,000 people. And when I went to them on it, now granted, they helped me a little, but they weren't in a position to even help me. There weren't ministries set up for it, like to walk people through that's gone through like affairs or a divorce, or there was nothing like. And so I was disappointed in that. So I felt like the church ghosted me. A lot of people that I've done ministry with in a lot, like for a long time, and I'm a pastor's kid, like everybody was silent because everybody's like, y'all, we're mutual friends. What does that have to do with right and wrong? You know, like, so my friends were silent, but they were still liking all his stuff. That was confusing to me. So they ghosted me, you know? And so, oh, thank you. I love this platform. Like people are talking, like I can see all the comments. It's giving, thanks. But no, it was difficult to go through that. And honestly, if I'm completely honest with you, I felt like God ghosted me. You know? Like I felt like I've been giving my whole life to ministry. And then when I needed you the most, and I needed you to, you know, I stood on it, prayed, fasted that my family would reconcile, that he'd heal my family, because he showed me so many promises of what we would do as a family. You know, as a husband and wife, we've been doing it for so long. And we were just at the point where my daughter was about to be graduating, like she was about to graduate high school. So after that, we were supposed to do ministry after that. And it would just be us because we just had one kid. And so I was like, we were just about to get to can we skip to the good part? Like I thought it was going to be the good part at that point. And then for it to just fall apart her senior year, it was just like, God, where were you? So I felt like God ghosted me. And then he was like, it's okay for you to feel like that, because Jesus felt the same way. When Jesus was on the cross and he didn't want to do the cross thing no more, you know, God literally turned his back on him. Because he couldn't watch him. He didn't want to watch him go through that, but he also knew that it had to be done. So I wrote this song called Ghost. And because the church didn't really know how to handle divorce, I didn't want to make a real super gospel-y song. And because I've talked about my divorce so openly and candidly and transparently on the platform with Joyce, it would be hypocritical of me to come out being like, joy in the morning. Like when I'm like, I'm pissed. I don't have it right now. You know, like I didn't want to talk about joy in the morning because I didn't have joy in the morning. You know, I wanted to talk about, no, y'all some ghosts. So that's what the process was. I wrote the song and I'm like, no, you're ghosting me. And then I start after a while, because I've been divorced now almost 2 years, but like a little bit after the divorce was final, I would like go on little dates here and there, and dudes be playing, you know, like they'll call you, and when they found out you ain't gonna do X, Y, Z, then they'll ghost you, you know, they'll only text you WYD at a certain time. And it's like, what is really going on? You know what I'm saying? So I wrote this song for all of that. And I was like, it's okay for me. Going through a divorce, I didn't have a lot of people I didn't have a lot of people to listen to that had the same belief. So I was forced to listen to Jasmine Sullivan and Mary J. because I didn't want to hear nothing about Jesus at the moment.
Right.
I wanted to be in my feelings for a minute because I've gone through something traumatic. So that's why I wrote it. And the process was beautiful. It was uncomfortable for me because I've always written songs that were vertical, like to God. And so this one was just saying, no, you people, y'all ghosts.
Right.
And I still love Jesus, period. But I still think y'all played me.
Right.
So it
Period.
was a fun process.
When I heard the song, of course I heard the song, but when I actually listened to the lyrics, I'm like, finally there's a song on the market that talks about ghosting. But that's why I said I don't feel like your song, it has a R&B vibe, but honestly I would put it under inspirational because it's inspiring. Like, yeah, you ghosted me, but I'm still that.
I am that girl. It's like because the chorus says you a ghost, you do the most. Where were you when I needed you? Stating facts. You did the most. You a ghost. You do the most. It hurt at first, but I'm better now. Right. So let's make a toast. Like, cheers to the good life. We're about to move forward. Like, and we're like, I wanted to put a piece of hope in there to be like, it hurt at first and it still hurts some days. And I'm almost 2 years post divorce and he's already moved on and married to a whole nother lady, not even the first lady, you know? And so like going through that season and actually seeing my daughter in the wedding too, that was hard, you know? And so there's still moments where I still feel hurt and I still feel ghosted. My family didn't know what to say. Nobody knew what to say. And it's like, why can't we just have regular conversations like, hey, like, and like even today, like seeing that the dude T.R.U.T.H, right? The dude T.R.U.T.H that died, you know, and on the outside looking in, he looked like he was like he just having a great life. Like he was the dude I loved watching his journey of dancing and then moving on to being on Ellen DeGeneres show. And, you know, and he literally just celebrated his anniversary, like 9-year anniversary with his wife. And he literally just posted like a video of him and his wife dancing to a Christmas song on a few days ago. And then today he commits suicide. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why? Because people are no longer checking on people. Like people aren't, mental health it's real. Depression is deafening and paralyzing. And I went through a really bad season of depression when I went through this, this time frame, but nobody was checking on me. You know, one friend told me, I didn't say nothing to you because you look good on social media. So what, I'm supposed to look bad? Right. I'm supposed to be crying? Like, no, you're never gonna see me. You're never gonna see me like slipping. Right. You know, but we need to check on people more. Even if we don't know what to say, we just need to check on our people, being like, you good? Like, right. I ain't heard from you in a minute. Or I heard you was going through this. If you don't want to talk about it, we ain't got to talk about it. If you do need to talk about it, and just know I'm here. Right. We just got to learn how to do it. So yeah, I wrote that song for everybody going through something that felt like a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, but also friend, pastor, church member, family member, grandma ghosted you. Where were you when I needed you? So it's not just about relationships. It's about relationships. It's not just about romantic relationships. It's about relationships. Right.
My question is, in the writing process of Ghost, was it your ideal to make sure that the hook part, that the chorus part gets stuck in people's mind to where it's like you're going throughout the day and like you're a ghost, like
as soon as you see somebody pass you or let you, like, it's like you a ghost, you do the most. Like I sing that song at least once or twice every day because I'd be like, ghost. Right. The process of writing for me has always been that, because like how I really got my catalog for Christian music has been through Christian hip hop, where I wrote the hooks for a lot of these songs. So it's one of our most popular songs is a song called God Is Enough that I did with Lecrae. I wrote that song and sang that song for him years ago. And I did another song with T.R.U.T.H called The Invasion. I've done so many, like at least 30 for Christian hip hop. And I was the hook girl, that I know how to make a song that can stick, you know, to you and make you think of it. Like, see, right, but like, God is enough, God is enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are enough for me, you know? So like, Yeah, you rush to rescue me because you're my hero. You know, like people love things that can stick in their head. So yeah, when I write a song, I typically start with the hook because I say, like, what's gonna stick in your mind? What is like I love to say, like, what is the main takeaway from this song? So then when I figure that out, then that's what I write from.
So with the song Ghosts and how you are very transparent with that song, are we gonna get more music where we're really getting like the more music you do, we're getting different layers of Jay, different experience, like a story time in different songs,
Oh
different
yes.
genres?
Yes, even my first full length album that I wrote, that I did and put out, that I actually was nominated for a GMA Dove Award, like Artist of the Year, like Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Like I was for the first independent record I put out called Culture Shock. That album was a diary of me, even though I was still married. Thought I was happily married, but I was still, after I had my daughter, like I went through a lot of insecurities because my body just went through so much change. So I call it the journey from a 0-1, because I was a cheerleader, you know, in college, and so I was a flyer. So I'm only 5'1", but I was 110 pounds. But then after I had my daughter, I was like blow up, you know, like, and so it's the journey from 0-1 to 1-0 that I was like, oh my God, where did this come from? So I talk about, like, there's a song on that album called Reflection, where I talk about self-esteem as low as submarines, hurting one's own self just to feel supreme, try to look like stars on the movie screens, always working out all the dieting. Why do I try to fit in? So like I've always written from a place like that. Another song on that album was talking about when I was actually not allowed back in my dad's church because I went on the road like to sing backgrounds. My dad thought I abandoned the church, and so I knew God told me to write this, to do this music thing. And I wrote a song called Standalone. Like, it's like, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because you're with me. You know, like, so I've always written from my experiences. So this next album, I'm gonna re-releasing some singles. You're gonna get layers of that. And all of it isn't like bashing relationships, because no, I want another relationship. You know, I do believe in love, and I do believe that God has made a promise to me that he's going to take what's left and make it better. So whatever I get next is going to be better than I ever could have imagined. However, I don't want to like skip over that part that really was hurtful for me. So even though I'm not still there, I still have journals, I still have notes, there's so many tears I've cried through this process that somebody else is going through, and somebody else may go through, and they need these songs. So yeah, I got songs where I'm angry. I also have songs about new love, you know, that I'm like, wait, what is the song? I give myself a new love. Finally, it found me. You know, like something different. It's so many different songs. Like I plan to take you on a journey to like my journey of healing, and like having hope for what's next.
Right. I love that about your music. It always brings, like, you talk about real issues, real things, but there's still that, bit of hope in the song. So, we are in the holiday season, and you were just talking about the dancer from the Ellen show. There's seasonal depression. There's so much going on. So how is Jay giving back in this giving Christmas season?
Well, you know what? Just to be honest, this is the first year that I've actually felt like being in the Christmas spirit, because while I was married, I was definitely a Christmas girl. Thanksgiving, I did the big Thanksgiving dinner where everybody, because I used to have a bunch of interns, or the people that I mentored, they would always come to my place, and I would cook big dinners. Since this divorce, like I just really felt like the rug was pulled from under me, and I had no interest in doing anything social. And because it was almost like paralyzing, like I don't know how to celebrate these holidays alone. And for like a year, my daughter even lived with her dad. And so I was literally by myself. And so this year, I was like, you know what, Jay? Because I used to have the big 12-foot tree that we would just decorate, that was a thing. On Thanksgiving night, we were putting the tree up. That was a part of our Thanksgiving routine. And then we used to go to like the Black Friday type stuff. Like we would go shopping, stand outside at midnight. It was like a thing for us. But post divorce, I just these past few years, like when we're going through the divorce and then being divorced, it's just like I'm not interested in doing anything. Well, this is the first year that I felt like doing stuff.
Okay.
What you see behind me, I got my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree back there. Like
I
she's not the 12-footer, but we're
right.
baby stepping it.
Right.
We're babies. We're not investing in a big tree yet because I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel. You know,
Right.
I'm like, I'm gonna be here by myself again. Like a grant, I have friends and stuff, but I'm
Mhm.
like, it's not the same as what I'm used to. So,
Right.
but I have Christmas decorations in the house. I bought me some red pillows because I didn't even want the color red in my house at Christmas. But look at this, y'all. I got me a little red pillow. I'm in the festive Christmas season, okay? Spirit, I mean. So, but I also like even today I had a shoot with Joyce, and I came. This is the first time in the past couple of years that I already had done Christmas shopping. So I went with bags like at our
Right.
because today was our last filming for before Christmas. And so
Right.
I'm like, look guys, I got you gifts. So I gave
Right.
Joyce gifts. I gave everybody, you get a present, you get
Right. For
everybody gets
Oprah.
a
Love it.
so it was fun to do that again, and it's fun to be back in like thinking of others. Like, so I already have a lot of Christmas gifts done. So like that's exciting for me, and I'm coming alive again. You know, like when you hit your funny bone or your foot falls asleep and you start feeling that tingling sensation, and then it starts going away and you start feeling like your foot's normal or your elbow's normal again. That's what I feel like now. It's slowly starting to feel normal again.
I'm not very. I don't know how. I'm not really a festive. I'm not really a Christmas person like I should be because my
You
mom, she's
don't
she's
say
like
girl,
me.
you should
But
be.
like my family's like I come from a big family, so Christmas is a huge thing. And this is the first year I'm actually like, I'm a little hopeful what Christmas and New Year's is gonna bring. Like, there's so many people that have died this year, and honestly, I'm just grateful to see another Christmas. If I
Yeah,
to the next this Christmas, but I'm
yeah,
just grateful to see another Christmas. So I feel like the older I get, the more appreciative I am for not just things and opportunities, but breath in my body. God, thank you for
yeah,
waking me up for another day. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for orchestrating my path. So
yeah.
I'm just more grateful in this season. And I know a lot of people are dealing because the cost, I don't know how much eggs is there, but eggs is $6 in Tennessee. Like the cost of living is
Yeah,
sky.
everything's expensive. Everything's high. Everything's and it could put you in a down, you know, a downward mentality just because it's like you might not be able to do what you want to do for other people. Might not be able to do what you want to do. Like I have a friend that always usually throws like this huge like New Year's party, and because of like how the economy is and like things are so high, she's like, I can't do it. And are you guys gonna be mad? It's like, mad, girl, all of us in the same position. We all trying to make it, you know? So it's okay. It's okay to not to pivot and to make shift focus. So maybe this year isn't just about gifts. It's about spending time and gratitude to say, like you said, we've made it to another Christmas. The
Right,
great gratitude. The gift is life. The
right,
gift is we get to see each other. We get to sit here. We get to be with each other. So maybe we should pivot and be okay pivoting. Like I think that's what COVID should have taught us, being
should
okay with pivoting and changing things and being comfortable being uncomfortable.
right. There was a question: what would you be doing if you weren't a songwriter or doing ministry like you are doing now? That's a good question.
That is a very good question. Well, in all honesty, the Christian music industry don't pay much, so I got to be doing something else.
Right.
So I actually, I literally have another career. I went to school, bachelor's and master's in communications and marketing. So I am a marketing director at a company. So I oversee marketing strategies for small businesses and law firms. And yes, that's what I do, and that's what I would be doing because there's coin there
Right.
and I like to buy things. So
Period.
so so I have to work. Like and then I've paid for all of my music stuff on my own. I've never been signed, so I've had to fund that some way. So I've always paid for my production. I've always paid for my mix and mastering. Oh, if you ever heard someone, I did all of that. Like that's why I've never had a music video of my own, because it costs too much and I refuse to put out junk. So yeah, in order for me to pay for this stuff, I have to work. So I would be doing what I'm doing now, which is marketing for small businesses and companies and law firms.
We love a corporate queen.
Honey, I got multiple gigs. I'm a
Period.
podcaster, speaker.
Right.
Period. I'm a John Maxwell certified leadership coach. I got lots of things.
You're a minister.
I'm a whole ordained pastor. I was a global worship pastor of a church of 20,000 people. I was Joyce Meyer's worship pastor at first. That's how I started there.
It's giving. Look, I don't even know the word, but it's giving.
You haven't seen a pastor like this.
Right. Period. So what?
Lives from Jay. Yes, you are, because I am. I also have an entertainment company. I put my first album out on my own label, Outlet Music Group, which is OMG. So I'm the CEO of my label. So
don't let this pretty face fool you,
honey. I am realty. Whenever we're together, we clown so bad.
We do. And I was like, when I set up this interview, I'm like, okay, you need to get it together. Let's be professional. Yeah. But I was like, no, I know when Jay comes on here, I'm gonna cut up.
Because I think we've been doing really good considering what we could be doing.
True.
We've been really professional. Because in real life, I want to talk about your baby hairs and your lashes and your makeup, because period, poo, you look amazing.
Honey, I want to talk about that red lip.
Oh, do you see it? It's giving crisp.
With the green. Oh. It's giving festive.
It's giving festive.
And the curls. The curls.
These curls.
Honey. Lashes.
I'm going to a Whitney Houston tribute tonight, so I wanted to give. Oh, I want to dance with somebody.
She's speechless, right? A little bit. Like I was nosy, but obviously I wasn't that nosy. So I love that you're on here giving us the tea.
Always.
I feel like sometimes when people see different women walk into like different environments, oh, she's pretty, and they just leave it. It's very surface. But like when you're in intimate settings such as this, and you can really break down, no, I've done this, I'm this, and I'm this. It's very beautiful and inspiring to see, because, you know, other people just, I don't even know how to say it. People are just,
it's giving,
It's giving,
like, yuck. It's giving surface. It's giving
judging the book by the cover and not opening it. So it's beautiful. I love your transparency. You know I'm a fan. You already knew that.
And you know I'm a fan of you. But that's the thing. Like, I love it when beautiful women get together. Like, when I first saw you, I thought you were adorable. Like, I'm just like, she is so cute. I don't know what she was, but she's
so weak.
Hey, yeah, I'm like, I didn't know what you did, but I just knew I wanted to, and now I don't believe in being shady. And if I think another female is cute, I'm like, girl, you good, you popping.
Right.
Your lashes.
Right.
What you used to lay your baby hair down.
Right. What lace glue you use?
What lace glue do you use? I have sensitive skin. What should I use?
Right.
So I'm that's what I did. That's what I did with you. And it was an instant click.
Right.
You know, but then little by little you realize, oh wow, this person does this, she does this, she does this, she has a whole show. I know that's right. Nae Nae Nae. Nae Nae Nae.
No, honestly, when I first seen you at the I seen you before then. I seen you host the fashion.
Oh yeah,
I don't even know the name of it, but the fashion segment of the Stellars, and I was like, for one, that green.
Did you see that?
That green and the curly hair was giving. I was like, well, let's get off that. Let's get off that. She's there to do her job.
Listen, but that was by my boy Sir Algernon, and Al just celebrated 10 years doing fashion. Like, did you see what Mary wore on Jimmy Fallon and stuff?
I did.
Like he has something to do with that. He been
Mhm.
dressing everybody from Lil Nas X to Yolanda Adams at the Stellars to yeah, it was the Game Changers. Thank you, Christ. Like it was, I forgot the name of it too. The fashion Game Changers segment.
Right.
So yeah, he designed that for me, but he's designed so many things for me at this point. He just makes sure I look good. But yeah, I hope the Stellars asked me to do the fashion Game Changers, and it was so much fun with Jay Bolin and Joyce, and it was just really a great time. And then they even aired some of it like on BT. I was like, let me find out y'all really like that segment. But no, they
Right.
calling me back. I'm doing some more stuff with them at the next Stellar, so that's really
I'm
cool.
excited.
Yep.
I loved it. Your energy was great. And then fast forward to the Spin Awards, and when I found out you're going to be hosting the red carpet, I was like, "Oh, okay, she's going to kill it." But then when we went to that media lunch, or I don't even know what that thing was, to be honest, not to throw shade, but I didn't know what it was. And you came over to me, like you were just very approachable, very friendly. And sometimes when you have status and you're working with people such as Joyce Myers and the Lecrae, Tedashii, Tripoli, all these people that you've worked with, sometimes we're like, especially when young people are around, you're like, like there's a distance, but I felt nothing but love. And you're like, hey, I'm doing this challenge. Come jump on this live. Like it was like a moment. And honestly, I've been a fan. I've been obsessed since I want to know everything you're doing. If I could be there, I would be there. Like, I'm literally obsessed, and I love everything that you're doing. It's just beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to see you overcome so many things, like the song, like in the song. It's just beautiful to be a part or to watch your journey, because I'm nosy. So
No, and I love that. Look here.
right, I'm mad nosy.
I love it. I love it. And like real talk, like I loved you so much instantly that y'all, I was trying to like kidnap her. I was like, don't you just want to move to St. Louis and just live here, live with
Right.
me, and we could just do all kinds of content together,
Right.
like because we just vibe so well. I love when people connect like that. And one of the things that I've learned just in my time, because I remember when I used to sit at concerts or sit in services or whatever and just be like, how did these people get on stage? Like, how did this happen? Like, I didn't understand the industry at all. And I remember being one of those people, that kid that sat in like different conventions and stuff. Like, how did they get on? Like Mary. Well, I remember being a kid, like like a teenager, like how did they get up there singing their little Shackles song? Like who told them to get up there? How did they get up there?
Right.
But I know it was like, I know that there are other people that want to know how things are and and how to get where, and I never want to be a person that's closed off. If I can ever offer any knowledge or insight on the industry or anything professional or anything, like I'm 41. So if I can share that with people, share what I've learned in these 41 years with somebody else to help them like alleviate going through having to jump through so many hurdles, then please. And I wish some people like would do that. My people, a lot of people don't really be helping, and I just don't like that. So I'm like, and even here's my thing, like I've come to the conclusion, and I had to settle with this because I was like, if I never make it to be big time, right, whatever that is, we know what that is, awards, red carpets, we know what big time is, right? So but I made a decision early on, right, to make sure that God checked my heart. And I was like, if I never make it to big time, I want to help somebody else make it to big time. With my knowledge that I have from the industry and my background with marketing, in my writing skills, there's no reason why I can't help propel. So then that's why even if you go to my website, justj.com, I talk about one of my takeaway, my tagline is influencing the influential. It's influencing the influential. So that means like when I saw you, it's like, oh, this is my little sis now. She don't know what she in for. So any way I can push her, push her forward, I want to be a part of that, So influencing the influential is important to me. It is so important to me to, even if I never become that influencer, I know that who God puts in front of me, they are world changers. And my goal is that whoever I speak into will surpass me. whoever I write for will be greater than me, because that's what Jesus did.
Come on.
Jesus never came to the earth to be like, I'm the man and you'll no, he said, and guess what? When I leave, y'all think I'm tough. I'm finna leave my homeboy Holy Ghost. I'm finna leave him, and he's way better than me.
Right.
He wanted us to be greater. Greater works we all do. So if we have that mentality, then like God will bless everything that we do. And so that's why I'm approachable like that. I check my heart all the time. The moment I feel like I'm feeling big time, I'm humble me, God, because I don't ever want to be so great that I'm not able to help bring nobody else up. Because I know at the end of the day, my calling is to influence the influential.
Period. Honestly, I just thought of it. If I would have approached you, or even if at the Game Changer thing, honey,
I wish you would have.
I don't know what I was doing, honestly. Honestly, during the Stellars, I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there because
Why?
I'm young. I'm like, all these people have so much experience, have been here, they know what they're doing. I really wasn't as confident as I am now. So I just felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. So
No,
when
you
I did show up, I was
listen, Pooh. First of all, if God opens the door for you to be in there, you belong there.
You're gonna make me cry.
I'm just saying. And you walk with your head held high because your daddy's the king. That's what I do.
Right.
Listen, at was it the Stellar Awards or the Dove Awards? Girl, I don't know which one. I think the Stellars. The Stellar Awards, my management team really made a big boo-boo, right? I was supposed to have all of my credentialing to walk the red carpet. I felt like boo-boo the fool, okay? I'm standing out there in the hallway where all of my peers are passing me up. Now, mind you, I haven't put music out in 10 years, so it's already like you feel uncomfortable, but I had to keep shake it off, right? I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm supposed to be in here, right? And so I had to like check my mind, check. I said, you know what? You're not going to say, because my flesh wanted to be mad at my management team, and I was still low key. We had a meeting afterwards, but because I don't like standing in the hallway looking crazy. If I'm not supposed to be there, don't have me there. If I'm supposed to be there, then I need to be there full fledged. So I'm standing in the hallway, and I feel stupid because everybody's passing me up, going to the flip park where I'm looking like I'm almost there, you know. And so I had to check my heart, and I said, you know what, Jay, make the most of this. Make the most of this, you know, like. So when I tell you I started working that hallway. Hey, come on, girl, let's take a picture real quick. Wait, is that baby? I made my own carpet. And then by the time I did that and talked to everybody, got pictures with everybody, did all the things, talked to people, you know, like then that's when Ty Scott Radio's Records was like, is that Jay over there? Jay, why aren't you in here? I was like, my manager's still trying to get my credentials. I'm like, girl, if you don't get your tail up in here, they just pulled me in there. But that's what you have to own that space, and God will do the rest. That's why the Bible talks about faith without works is dead. I got the faith to know that I'm going where I'm supposed to go, but I got to do the work too. I can't be sitting here being mad and having no pity party where I'm feeling uncomfortable. Nah, I'll shake that off. If God opened the door for me to get into the door, I'm gonna make the most of it. We finna talk to somebody, even if it ain't the people I thought I was gonna talk to. Because had I not talked to those people, guess what? I would have never met the people that did the Spin Awards, right? Those were it wasn't because a lot of the media had already gone by the time I finally made it in the room. But some of the main people I talked to, I have a relationship with today. Bobby Parker's one of them.
Shout out.
Then the Spin Awards. Like the people that did this, I would have never hosted. They were like, because they love my personality there. That's how I ended up hosting the red carpet at the Spin Awards. Had I not done that, I would have never met you. So God has a plan. But you cannot let that moment of being insecure rob you of the purpose of that you were positioned there like a chess piece, but you have to do the work. You got to shake yourself out of that insecurity and that rejection and just walk with your head held high saying, my God opened the way for me to be here, and I'm gonna act like I belong here because I do.
Right. Well, once I got to the press room, once I got to the red carpet, I'm like, honey. And I felt like I was the youngest, and I was like, girl, move. I was moving these old people out the way. I'm like, Chandler, come here. Let me take a picture with you. Like, I was just, but those first few days, I was beating myself. Like, girl, you're not even supposed to be here. Girl, there was people telling you will never be here. So, you would think in that moment, I would be like people told you wouldn't be here, so like make the most of it. But at the time, I wasn't thinking. But I just thank God that we crossed paths again.
But also be gracious with yourself. Every single time I get a door open for me, like even when I'm sitting across from Joyce, right? That's Joyce Meyer.
Right.
She's like the white Oprah of Christendom, and I get to shoot. I'm sitting there like, why am I here? Like on set. I sit there like, and literally I said something today in our shoot that Joyce said, oh, that's real good. I think I need to write a sermon on that. She said, I need to preach on that. She was like, thanks, Jay. And that's not the first time she's done that. And I just be like, my God, I've contributed to this woman's legacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, if I would stay in myself, because what the enemy wants to do when he put those thoughts in our minds, he wants us to stay there. He wants us to stay in that insecurity, and he wants us to stay in a place of like questioning ourselves and doubting ourselves so that we won't speak. Because I have to always shut up, like, girl, like, I don't want to keep hearing that, devil. Like, so I'm gonna, no, let me say what I know I'm here to say. And so when I finally break through and say it, then all the time it's like, that's why he wanted me to stay in my head. He wanted me to feel insecure about it, so I be gracious with yourself, because I war with that all. I think everybody does. I know everybody does.
I agree.
So like even the great of the greats, because even if they're at the top, they're thinking of the people that went before them. Like, can I live up to this person? Can I live up to this person? So it's not something that's gonna just go away. This is a battle for the greats, and you're one of the greats, like you're one of the greats. You'll be dealing with this for the whole time. And that's a good thing, because the more I do that, the more I feel insecure about things, that forces me to rely on God, because I don't never want to feel like I got this.
Come on.
The moment I feel like, forget y'all, I got this, that means I'm on my own time. Right. No, I like a little bit of like, every time I sing, it's a little bit like, here we go. Every time I speak, I'm like that's like, I'm like, come on, God, now, don't you leave me. That helps me know, like, I need him.
Right. I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna testify.
Okay.
Today about what she just said. I seen this clip on your Instagram. If you're not following her, go over to Instagram right now, because it'd be real lit over there.
Lit, right?
Nae Talks on Instagram. So yeah. But anyway, I seen a clip you posted about the show with Joyce Meyer, and you said something, and she looked like the camera went on her, and she was like, yeah, Jay, thanks for being transparent. In that moment, I would have died. I would have passed out. Joyce Meyer telling me I'm transparent, honey. I would have.
That's the thing. It shocks me all the time. Like, I'm with some of the greatest. I'm with John Maxwell. I'm with Joyce Meyer. And I'm sitting there like, I remember when I first sang my song, I'll Wait, at the Potter's House. And it's a very Euro sounding song, right? It's a very like, ooh, do ga, ooh, do ga.
Right.
I almost didn't sing it at the Potter's House, because, they like to, they like to do that. But I just said, I'm finna sing my little Euro song. And the song goes like, and I'll wait to hang on your every word, so I'll wait on you. Like, so then at the end, when I'm done, TDJs get up, I'll wait, and I told the testimony with it, because God told me to wait before having a surgery for my daughter and end up saving her life.
Right.
So do you know that man did a whole series on that song?
Wow.
A whole series.
I'm speechless.
So I'm saying, like, God has done that so many times for me. And so it's like, Jay, why would you doubt yourself? When, granted, I don't need the validation of man, but it's always a blessing, right? It's always, did y'all like my little TDJ? Oh, worry. Hey, I could talk like Joyce too. She'd be like, Jay, battlefield of the mind. What kind of hair do you have on today? You're always changing your hair. Woo, child. Anyways, but yeah, like, God has like really blessed me to like even influence those kind of people. That's a part of the influencing the influential as well. It's like, what a blessing. And if I allow myself to stay insecure, because sometimes like, you get in your head And I'm like, I don't want to look like no Oompa Loompa on stage. I'll be on some dumb stuff, right?
Right.
You know, I'm short and stout. I'm 5'1" and I'm thick as a snicker.
Right.
Okay, thicker than a snicker. And I'm like, I'm up here looking like a little Oompa Loompa.
Right.
Okay. But I have to like get out of that. Be like, girl, you look good. You look good.
Right.
Just rock it and just be yourself and get out your head. But that's Satan's job. His job is to
Mm.
get in our heads, you know, because he doesn't want you to say whatever that thing is we were supposed to sing or say or write. And that happens when I'm in writing rooms, girl. Whew, being in writing rooms with the greats, being in writing rooms with Erica Campbell, like you're the Shackles lady. I don't
Right.
know, like, you know,
Right.
being in the room when she was writing Love Him Like I Do back in the day with Dietrich Haddon. When Dietrich Haddon first asked me to write a song with him and Kiki, I'm like, for what?
Right.
What you want me to do with
Right.
that? You know, you want me to be on? I have a whole song back in the day with them. I'm like, so it's just God will make you. If your gift will make room for you, but your fear and insecurities can push you right out of it.
Come on.
So you got to ask God every day to like help you to have the confidence of the Lord. You know, like my confidence is in Christ Jesus alone. It has to be, because in my own flesh and it, like, even though I think I'm the bomb, when it comes time to actually execute, baby, I'd be like this.
Right. I'm the same way.
Scared.
I'm the same way. That's kind of like what Steve Harvey said. I seen this clip on TikTok, and he was like, honestly, some of y'all be giving the devil too much credit about him stopping you. The number one person stopping you from reaching your greatness is you. Your self-doubt, your insecurities, it's stopping you. The devil, I mean, yeah, he got his thing going on, but you are stopping you.
That boy is bugging up like, they giving me so much credit.
Right.
They make me feel like I'm killing. That's them.
Right.
That's them. No, we talk ourselves out of so much stuff. Now he'll plant the seed of insecurity there, and it's his job to plant those thoughts in our mind. But that's why even Joyce wrote a book called Battlefield of the Mind, one of the best books ever written.
Right.
You got to get this mind under control, because what it'll do, it end up spiraling and making it into something bigger where you actually believe the lies. We got to stop believing the lies. Like, we got to stop believing, even with the song Ghost and what I went through with the divorce. It's like, I can't speak that I was a bad wife. I'm not speaking that over me. And I'm not going to speak that I'm going to be a bad wife. No. Or that I'm going to get, no, I am going to have a successful relationship that's going to be better than I ever could have imagined the first one could have been. You know, it won't even be a comparison. It'll be so great, you know? So it's like, you have to speak those things, even those things that are not as though they should be. Like, you have to say it with your words. Say it, and then the more you say it, and the more you speak the word of God over it, the more it becomes true to you.
So what song, look, I'm getting real nosy, this is personal. What song do you listen to, or like podcast do you listen to that like motivates you to keep going? Like, is there a particular song or that you just go in on? We can do that one too.
Listen, I really don't go in too much on songs. That's a lot of creatives like me don't. Like, I'm very much so an artist, and I don't listen to too much music because I am easily influenced by music, and I don't want my music to sound like somebody else.
Yeah, I hear that a lot from artists.
I don't want that. And so, because I hear all the stuff at least like once or twice, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, that's a bop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really into anything Afro beats right now. Like, anything Afro beats. You got me. You got me on a come to my condo. The way I was feeling a little sassy, you know, after my door, I would go salsa dancing all the time. So I like to listen to other culture music. Like, I feel very inspired by other cultures. But really what I spend most of my time, if I'm listening to music, I'll ride in the car with nothing on. Okay. Like, when I say nothing, like no music on, because I need to think and reflect. If I do listen to music, when I'm doing work, or this is so boring, guys. I'm so sorry, but it's kind of basic. I listen to binaural beats. It's very not rhythmic at all, because I kind of have ADD or ADHD, and I get distracted as a creative. I get distracted. And because I do so many different jobs, I'm like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. And I'm like, I just it's too much. So I'll listen to binaural beats for focus.
Okay.
Like, and it's just like, but it's wave like woo, woo, that get to my brain so that I can focus on what I'm doing. So that's how I write music a lot of times. That's how I finish assignments and tasks for clients. That's how I drive a lot so I can focus. So yeah, I don't listen to a whole bunch of like music, but I hear everything from gospel, R&B to pop, you know. But if I'm really feeling myself though, if you give me something brandy, get that. I'm on the borderline, yeah, yeah. Don't wanna be schizo this time, yeah, yeah. Woo! Never cheated, never lied, and I'm the most jealous girl in the whole wide world. Hey, that got me through. Oof.
Honey.
Brandy is the girl right there. So I love Brandy. I love her. Gospel wise, like Erica Campbell, of course, is my homegirl, you know. Jordan Armstrong winning. Okay. He just got another number one.
Period.
Him and Erica call. I gotta call you. Hey, that's my homie. Me and him have done so much music together. We co-wrote a song for my girl Keandra Lockett on her last album. Cornerstone. We did a song. Man, so like stuff like that. I like pop music. I like to know what's going on. I did not like Rihanna's song.
Lift Me Up.
You like that song?
Yeah, that's a good song. To say she ain't dropped nothing in a long time for that.
Right. I want some. But I have my money. Like I want some.
I'm so dead. I can't.
Wow, folks. I want something like that, but not lift me up.
I love
it. I must admit though, when that mug came on Black Panther, I was like,
right. I was boiling.
It was good for the movie, but it wasn't no single.
I mean, true.
She sounded Nae. Let me out. Sing me.
Right.
New mommy knows. I know.
I think people are just excited to be hearing her again, honestly.
I mean, I was excited to hear it, but it's definitely not something I'm gonna bop to. That's sleepy.
Have you heard SZA's new album? Let me stop. I'm gonna talk to you later.
But the answer is yes.
Period.
He's from St. Louis too, so
I'll talk to you later about that.
Yeah, like we gotta talk about the gospel people,
right?
This is the thing that I be like, y'all listen to the secular stuff. That's why more music needs to be out about regular life on the Christian side, because so we won't feel the need.
I mean,
but you got me messed up. When I was married and I would be romantic with my husband, I'm not gonna listen to T.D.J.'s Satin Sheet Slide. No, I'm not about to listen.
Something about T.D.J.'s voice, I'm just like,
he was like the lady, her lover, her lover. Get out of my room, Dad.
Not Dad. I'm so dead.
Ew. Satin Sheet Slide. No, that's
or like that Tamla Mann and David Mann album.
It's giving great job, great voices, but it's Mr. Brown and Cora, and that's
right.
Nasty.
Period. I mean, it's hard for people to get that out their mind.
So Diddy,
right?
Diddy. It gives wow. This is a lot.
It's giving.
But yeah, but yeah. So if I really want to jam, though, it's more like Afro beats right now.
UK drill. I need to put you on to that.
Huh?
UK drill. Change your life.
Girl,
change your life.
Text me some stuff, girl.
That's a conversation for another time.
I feel like we got lots of things to talk about.
Right. This is a full conversation at this.
Hey, this realistic got my teeth looking white.
They do. They look so good.
I kind of look like Vicky Wine's little daughter, though. Long as I got King Jesus.
I'm so dead.
Long as I got me.
I'm so dead. I mean, you can pass.
I mean, it's not like that's not a goal. I'm really good friends with her son, Marvin. But this hair and this lipstick and these teeth, it's giving
Right.
Vicky.
It is. But we're here. We love a good Vicky Winans. We love her.
Thank you.
Period.
I don't need nobody else.
Period.
Yes.
But no. So what's next? As we enter 2023, what you got? For one, let me back up. Let me back up for a minute. I seen you went to Houston and you were on the New Era tour with Vegan Bay, Anthony Hall, Tatiana Barnett. Like you was, I was like, okay, Jane, okay. But what is next for Jay as we approach 2023?
Well, right now I am scheduling my rollout for the rest of my music. I have so many songs completed that I'm debating if I'm going to put out an EP or a full-length album. But I am excited because things are popping. Things are happening. So I have several songs that I'm probably going to release very quickly at the top of 2023. I have a song with 1K Few. I have I have you stop it now, right now. I have a song with my boy Molly Music. Yeah, today.
We need it now.
I have so many songs. I've been partnered up with Teddy P, the producer, Jordan, Keandra, Lockett. And then I have music now with Bart Orr and Freddie Fontaine and T Bays and Madison. Man, it's about to be a good year. I feel it. And I'm also eating a lot of protein and vegetables because I'm trying to lose a couple pounds so I want more of a cinched waist. If anybody want to sponsor me getting a BBL, then
hit us up. Look, let me include myself.
Right? Let's go together. We'll go to Miami together.
Period.
Let's go. Because I'm feeling like 2023 is the year of snatched waist.
Period.
But yeah, it's a lot going on that I'm really excited about. I know God's got his hand on it. I feel like that's the year of the payback.
And that's on period.
So if you could think of another an album title for me, let me know.
Okay.
Because I want something that makes sense, like, because I don't want to be stuck in what was, but I do want to talk about what was and what is to come, huh?
Period.
So, I have another song. I have a song that I wrote for several songs that I wrote for an artist named William Demps. That should be dropping. I have a lot going on. 2023 is, I already know it's going to be a good one for me.
Are you still going to be recording with Joyce for the show?
Yeah. Yeah. The show is still growing. And so we record, like we have a show like every other week. So, and it's been so fun. And the amount of love that I get from the women on that show is just so great. The love that I get from the viewers is just so amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Talking about real stuff like that needs to be talked about, like in these churches, these intimate platforms, such as the church and things of that nature. And y'all are real.
We talk about all of it.
Literally. I love it.
All of it. Do you hear me?
I love
it. I told Joyce, I was like, Joyce, I think I need to talk about, like, I was like, we talk about being real on this platform. I need to talk about going through this divorce and feeling like God kind of played me. She's like, talk about it.
Right.
Because she said, you remember when I was molested by my dad? I talk about that.
Right.
I felt like God abandoned me. So she gets it. She's been divorced before. She's in abusive relationships. It's been amazing to be able to talk about my journey while going through it. Because a lot of times we as believers like to talk about things after we've gotten through it. And it's like, and look at my new man. Right. You know, like, they want to do that. That's not me. I want to talk about, because I wish I had someone that I could be like, this is what she did when she went through it. And she was regular. She wasn't all extra spiritual. Like, that's great. If that's your calling, if you're one of those people that can post scriptures while you're going through some of the most traumatic times of your life, I am so happy for you. That was not the case. It took everything in my power not to go to that man's house and bust the windows out his car.
I would have joined you.
Somebody said, what's my favorite food? I just saw that. Honestly, I like salmon. I was pescatarian for about 7 years, where I only ate seafood. So if I ate meat, I only ate like shrimp, fish, lobster.
Mm,
Yeah, I love seafood. I'm a crab leg girl. Take me to a crab boil.
period.
But I also am a sucker for a good fried chicken. I love chicken.
Me too. It's a
Chicken is the holy bird.
right. It's a weakness.
Are you a okay? Do you like wings?
I do.
Are
I'm
you
getting
are
into
you a drummy or a flats?
flats.
Flat girl.
Yeah, like
Are-
I don't get the drum part. I just don't get it.
the meat is just too tough.
I just don't. It
It's
don't make
still
sense.
meaty. Ugh. The the flat is more lean.
Yeah,
I feel more like a lady.
right. It is cute. Like when you
It's
put it up,
cute. It's like the way you got it. It's kind of like a turkey
right.
leg, a little baby.
It's giving ghetto.
It's giving barbaric. And don't put sauce on it. I don't want to lick my fingers. Keep it plain. I like to dip my own like distribution. I'll get all the sauces on the side because
Mhm.
I like to keep it cute.
Right. So, are you a sauce queen, or you just like them dry?
I don't like sauce. I don't like sauce unless it's on the side and I can dip it. I don't like my fingers getting messy. I don't like feeling like it's something on my chin. Like it just gives messy.
Right.
And I really don't like slippery food for real, for real. So
I know.
I like to dip,
Mhm.
but I like seasoned food.
Right.
So I like my steaks, fish, chicken, turkey. I need it to be seasoned.
Mm.
Because I like if it can be seasoned enough where I don't have to put no sauce on it, I love that. I love
Right.
that.
Period.
But with my crab legs, I need some butter.
Right. Get in there. Right.
I'm getting hungry.
So, are you a texture girl? Like, certain textures you're just like,
Nah, because I eat sushi. I'm a sushi girl.
okay.
Like, and I don't eat just like like most black people, we like to eat the fried. What y'all got fried?
Right.
I like the fried chicken sushi roll. Baby, what? No. Get out of here. No, I eat like nigiri and sashimi. I eat raw fish.
Right.
So I eat octopus.
Okay.
I don't care about texture like that. The only thing that I have an issue with texture is oysters.
Okay.
Like raw oysters. Yikes. Why?
I heard they be like in fancy places. They be serving like snail, like still in the little
escargot. Yes.
Like,
no thanks.
Period. This little country girl, I'll pass.
No thanks. Right. I'm not eating a snail.
Right.
No. That's something I draw the line. I've had frog legs before.
Are they good?
Tastes like chicken. Okay. Girl, they was deep fried. Who cares?
Period. Anything in some batter, edible.
Batter and fry it.
Right. Edible. It's edible immediately. I'm so dead. I draw the line at bugs. I draw the line.
I'm not eating no bug. I'm not eating no snake. I know that's right, Tom. Are you trying to shoot your shot?
No. I'm so dead. Hey, how you doing?
Carlos. Don't call me no. So that's Carlos Hale of Urban Soul Cafe.
Yes, I love Carlos Hale.
Carlos is, I call him Pastor. Pastor Hale.
I can't.
And he called me Missionary Williams. So what kind of guy? Not a cheater. I mean, like I've since I've been dating, I've dated all kinds of guys. Like the nationality doesn't matter. Honestly, age hasn't really mattered. I've gone out with people in their 20s, like because I kind of give that sometimes. Yeah. I'm not a cougar, but if a guy asks me on a date, I'm gonna say like, how old are you? And if they're like 25 or so, I'm like, all right. Can't knock it till you try it. And sometimes those guys are the most sweet. A lot of these younger guys are so like in tune with their mental state. What did he say? Bishop Hell, put some respect. become a bishop? I was just with you a few months ago and you was just a pastor. See, this is what's wrong with the church. We be giving our own titles. Did you get ordained or did you just self-proclaim yourself?
I love older women.
I love older women. See, like I don't mind like being with a younger guy. They have been so emotionally intelligent, meaning like they don't mind like going to counseling and therapy and things like that. A lot of guys my age, like I'm in my 40s, and so 40 and up, a lot of these guys are like, it's still kind of a taboo topic. So I don't want to take care of a man again. I don't want that. And I make my own money, but I don't want to have to. Like I always will, because I'm an entrepreneur and I love making my own money because I love buying my own, Versace, like I love buying my own, earrings, and I love doing my own thing, So like yeah, I don't have to have a man pay for things for me, but I would love it for them to be able to have a good job, a stable job with insurance.
Period.
I would prefer them not to be in the industry if that is how God wants to do it, but I prefer them not to be in the industry.
Period.
An engineer, lawyer, doctor,
right.
Real estate, roofer, plumber, owner. And be okay with me being on the road. You come with me, but it's okay.
Right. I'm here for it.
Yeah. There
you have it, folks. So if you're ready to shoot your shot, make sure you are prepared.
Be prepared. And I'm open. Like I said, I've dated all kinds of guys since I started dating. It's weird, and these streets are weird. It's weird outside.
I'm here single now.
He said, "Yeah, I don't know Kanye. Shut up, Carlos." But I mean, maybe he need a good saved woman in his life.
Maybe.
Come on, Ye, let me give you a chance. And if you act crazy, and then I'll be like, no.
Go. But I heard he only likes female with short nails.
Huh?
He only likes, like, the women he date have to have short nails.
Well, I'm out. I don't have really long ones, but like I'm out.
Period.
I'm out. I'm not changing that. I mean, I wear short nails sometimes because I don't like bumping my nails and hurting myself. And I type a lot. I don't feel like it, but ain't no man finna tell me, sir, scram.
Period. I don't care how much money you get. Actually, I'll compromise depending on the.
If you want to pay for my sets, then he can. As long as I can get some designs. Can I get designs, Daddy?
That's the only time your opinion matters is when you pay for them.
Can I get some designs, Daddy? And then let's I get the good pedicure too with the wax.
Period.
Otherwise,
full experience.
Don't talk about my feet in my nails. Unless you want to contribute.
Period.
Yeah.
We could talk for days on this topic.
We probably could. Yeah. Not probably. I know we can.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to thank you so much for coming on and chatting with me. It's been a pleasure, like always, just to be in your presence, woman of God. Just to be in your presence. It's amazing. You're always fun and honest and open. Like that's honestly, if you want to be like, how to sum up Jay in like 3 to 4 words, she's very energetic, very inspirational, and she's a game changer, and that's on period, like for real. And I don't say that about just anybody. So yeah, make sure you go stream her music, Ghost, right now. And you heard she's gonna be dropping some soon, so make sure you follow her. www.justjay.com. You can go on her Instagram. It's popping over there.
Yes, Jay Talks, JAI Talks.
Period.
Yes.
Both y'all glams up at 9 p.m. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
I'm glamming up all day.
Period.
It just stay glam, huh? Until I sleep glam. Be like,
right.
You got to stay ready. You can't get ready.
Period. Get like us.
Get like us.
Oh no, but it's been so much fun. Until next time. Do you have anything you want to say before we go?
No, just thank you for having me on. This has been so much
This
fun.
has been great.
You're so great and professional. I know that's right. Do it for the queens.
I'm trying.
We love that.
But until next time, remember, nobody can be you but you, so be the best version of you. And that is on a period, Poe. All right, too.